"We're here, Princess," Dex said with a gentle shake of my left shoulder. He must not have realized I was awake yet. Or maybe he knew and just was enjoying playing daddy tonight. Either way, I suppressed a yawn, opened my door with my stuffy held tight in my left arm, purse slung around my right shoulder and my parkie clenched tightly in my mouth. It was so late I had no fear of exposure, and even if I did, this was Oakland. Right across the bay from the freak capital of the world, I was pretty sure nothing would shock the neighbors in the steadily gentrifying, hipsterizing neighborhood we called home. "Oh, sweetheart," he said, momentarily stopping with his daddy Dex voice and going back into his boyfriend Dex voice. "Check your dress, hun, I think you leaked a little." My free right hand swung around and squeezed my padded butt. Sure enough, telltale leak lines had stained the forest green skirt. "Oh shit." I lisped around my parkie. It's not clear whether the heavy wetting I gave the goodnight at the party had been too much for the poor sodden thing and just caused it to give out under 120-something pounds of constant pressure on the ride back from San Fran, or if perhaps I'd had an accident while I slept which finally caused the banks to swell over, so to speak. "Language," Dex said firmly, back in daddy space. As much as I wanted to tell him that this thing was dry clean only and that meant that I'd have to take my black and green cocktail dress to a cleaner and ask them to pretty please remove my obvious diaper leak pee stains, I held back. I was miffed, but Dex was back in daddy space right now, and defending my swear would earn a spanking. I could safe word out and swear all I liked, but I knew the second I went back into little space, a not nice spanking would be waiting. So I took a breath, counted to 10, and dove back in. Did I want to be his little right now, apologize, and get the surprise he'd promised, or did I want to be an adult with a college degree who pees her pants and ruins her dress? It really wasn't a hard question. Besides, the dress had been a $5 Goodwill find anyway. I said meekly. It did feel good to let it go. I'd be out of the dress in a minute anyway. Daddy Dex gave me a warm, soft smile. I playfully reached out my hand, opening and closing it quickly, motioning for him to come take it. I was no longer pouting about my dress, but had a silly, playful grin behind my purple parkie. He came around the front of the car and took my hand in his, fingers twisting up between mine, and led me to the house. "Go upstairs, baby, I'll meet you in a minute." I shuffled out of my heels and ran up the stairs to our bedroom. I heard Dex moving around downstairs. It was about 5 or 10 minutes before he came up. "All right now, little Rachie, let's get you out of those wet clothes." I turned around and flipped my ponytail in front of my shoulder as Dex unzipped my dress and let it fall in a pile to the floor. Next he unfastened my black, strapless bra and tossed it in the general direction of the laundry hamper. The only thing I was left wearing now was the soggy, sagging pull-up that hung low from my hips. "Now stay put, precious. Daddy has one more thing to do before he takes that yucky diaper off."